Believe it or not, but it has been over 3 years since my first ayahuasca experience. What has changed since then? What has improved? What hasn't improved? Would I recommend it to you? And will I ever attend an ayahuasca retreat again? Well, let's find out. Hey guys, this is Grega, the creator of this channel where we cover everything from supplements to psychedelics. So if that interests you, then be sure to subscribe below. So why did I do ayahuasca in the first place? Well, first of all, I really wanted to experiment with this plant medicine because, to be very honest, I didn't actually believe it helps or it can help people improve their well-being, help with anxiety, or help uncover some inner trauma or so on. Well, I really wanted to understand myself better, and since many people said that ayahuasca can help me do that or it can help me achieve that, I decided to try it out. But I didn't want to go to South America, find a random shaman somewhere in Peru or whatever, but I wanted to attend a trustworthy retreat with lots of know-how and a big team of experts. So that's why I decided to go to Rythmia in Costa Rica, which is one of the most well-known places for ayahuasca retreats globally. And if you want to know what happened during this retreat, you can watch my video up here, or you can find it below in the description as well. I highly recommend watching it. So what has improved in those past 3 years since my first ayahuasca retreat? Firstly, I became way more spiritual. Before that, I really wasn't into whole spirituality. I was kind of a very scientific guy. I mainly care about the facts and, about the stuff that can be proven scientifically. But since that experience, I'm very spiritual. There are many things I don't know how to explain rationally or logically, but I can feel them. I can try to understand them somehow. Yeah, this has changed, and this was quite a big change for me. I also believe more in the power of nature, or some kind of a bigger force that is out there. Now, I don't know if there is something out there, but I just somehow believe in that more, because once you go through such an experience that I went through, it's really hard not to believe in something more powerful that is somehow leading us in this life that we live. I'm also way more present than I used to be, and I kind of more believe in the life itself. And lastly, I stopped doing things that would satisfy others just for the sake of being seen or heard. So I don't care about what others think about me that much anymore. And if I do anything, I do it mainly because I feel it's good for me. But ayahuasca didn't fix everything, and there are just some things that haven't changed since my first retreat. For example, I'm often still quite nervous, or occasionally I'm a little bit anxious. I run my startup, and this requires a lot of effort from my side, a lot of time that has to be invested, also a lot of money that has to be invested. And I'm still quite nervous because of that sometimes. And this hasn't changed, even though I wanted it to change. Sometimes I still worry about the future, or I think about the past. And immediately after the retreat, that wasn't the case, so I was very much present. But nowadays, yes, there are of course situations where I, worry about what's gonna happen tomorrow, or in 6 months, or in a year. And sometimes I'm, thinking about some of the decisions I made in the past. So this is still here, but as I said before, I'm way more present than I used to be, and that's a good thing. Now, even though I don't care about what others think about me, I still sometimes want to get some recognition for the work I do. So that's still something there that I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's just something that I wanted it to change somehow, but this didn't change at all. By the way, guys, if you like this video, please press the like button below. Now, there were some mistakes I did before my first ayahuasca retreat, and also after my first ayahuasca retreat. I wanted to share them with you so you don't do them if you decide to attend such a retreat. So the biggest mistake was that I didn't prepare well for the retreat. I didn't do the typical ayahuasca diet because I didn't know about it. Now, the funny thing was that I joined the retreat quite late in the process. So it was just a couple of weeks before the retreat that I actually booked it. And for some reason, I didn't get the whole plan. The whole preparation was a bit different, especially because I focused on filming there, and that was kind of the main focus. And that's the reason why I didn't, I think I didn't read all the instructions, and I didn't do the diet. And I came to the retreat quite stressed. I was a little bit anxious. I was working really hard the past couple of days before the retreat. And yeah, that wasn't the best way to prepare for such a retreat. And I would change this for sure if I ever do ayahuasca again, which I'll answer soon. Now, I would also take a bit more time after the retreat, because after my first retreat, I flew back home to Europe right away. And then, once I got back home, there was work waiting for me, and I didn't really have enough time for the integration of everything that happened to me during the retreat. And yeah, I would definitely take some more time off, maybe about a week or so after the retreat. And because this is so important. I think this is the crucial part of every ayahuasca ceremony or every ayahuasca retreat. But the biggest takeaway from the retreat was that ayahuasca can completely change your life in ways you cannot even think of. And that's what happened to me. But it took me quite some time to understand how ayahuasca actually impacted my life. And that's why I would really love to recommend ayahuasca to you guys, but this is something I cannot do. This is a thing that you need to decide for yourself. Each individual has to think about it. And if you want to do it, of course, find the right retreat. There are some links below where you can find some trustworthy retreats that I personally recommend. Or you can go somewhere else, of course. I find a tremendous value in this, but I don't think ayahuasca is for everyone. So that's why I don't have the right to tell you you should do it. But I can share my stories, and then it's on you to decide what to do, whether you want to attend a retreat or not. But will I do it ever again? Yes, the answer to that is absolutely yes. I'm actually planning a retreat this summer. That would be my third retreat actually. And I'm really looking forward to it, because this time it's going to be in a very small group, or at least that's the plan. So I will see how this compares to attending a big retreat with 85 people, which was my first retreat at Rythmia. And then the second retreat was much smaller with 15 people. That was in APL Journeys in Spain. Again, there's videos below or up there where you can watch my experience from there. And this time, I think I'm going to be in a small group of 2-3 people maybe. So I'm really looking forward to compare the experiences. But yes, I decided to do it again, and I'm really looking forward to it. So if you want to do it, if you want to attend an ayahuasca retreat, there are some links below. You can check them out. You can even get a special deal for some of the retreats that I recommend. But if you want to know what happened during my first ayahuasca experience, then of course, watch my next video up here. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you soon again. Stay well.